If tonight I can stand here and simply, quietly imagine a state and really believe that I am in communion with God when I did that, and that my imaginal act is God's act. It's not something other than God. And go unconcerned as to the results will follow me. For that imaginal act was causal at the moment that I did it. The effect, when it appears, I may try to trace the effect to some physical cause and give all credit to a physical cause. I tell you, every physical effect has an imaginal cause and not a physical cause. A physical cause only seems. It is the delusion of our fading memory. We do not remember when we imagined it. So the fool says in his heart, there is no God, nor Son of God, that thou, O human imagination, art all a delusion. But I know thee, O Lord, when thou arisest upon my weary eyes, even in this dungeon and this iron mill. Thou also sufferest with me, although I behold thee not. I do not behold imagination as I behold you, an object in space. I am the reality that is named imagination, but I cannot actually see it as an object in space. I see the results of my imagining, but not the being imagining, for God is invisible. Then the voice replies, fear not. I am with you always. Can I ever get away from imagining? If I fall asleep now and I start dreaming, what is dreaming but imagining? When I wake, he is still with me. I'm still imagining. I am with you always. Only believe in me that I have power to raise from death thy brother who sleeps in Albion. This comes now to the promise that he made all of us. His promise is to give himself to us as though there were no others in the world, just you. Because in giving himself to you, there is no other. Your whole vast world is yourself pushed out. Everything in the world is yourself pushed out. And you manipulate it by your imaginal acts. Everything in the world. Now, the first act begins with the resurrection. It's not outside of you, in spite of what you've been taught. The day will come, you will rise within yourself. And that's the only God that was ever resurrected, who will ever be resurrected. It's not another, it's you. And when you rise, there is no one on the outside. It's all you. And you are rising in the only tomb in the world where God was ever buried, and that's your own skull. God is buried in the human skull, and that's where he rises. And when he rises, as foretold by his own words in Scripture, he is born. Resurrection begins the act. That same night, you come out of the tomb, which is your skull, and you are born from above. Not from the womb of woman where the garment was born. You are born from above, born of God. Born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. In other words, you are self-begotten. God begets himself in you, as told us in the epistle to the Hebrews. He is bringing many sons to glory. But the sons are numbered. Everyone born of woman is that son of God. As told us in the 32nd chapter of Deuteronomy, he has set bounds to the peoples of earth according to the number of the sons of God. But you would say, but look, there are 3 billion in the world. So what's that? I will make them more numerous than the stars, more numerous than the sands of the beach. Well, count them. You can't count the stars. We estimate them to be at trillions and trillions. These are the sons of God, bringing each that he chooses. He didn't bring all together.